Hello, good afternoon. How is everyone today? Yes, it's been a while. I've been taking quite the break. Well, basically, it's because, I work, I have a day job, but luckily I work from home. But this is my excuse to tune in to everyone. I know people have been asking, where I've been. Are you coming back? Are you coming back? Yes, but maybe not as frequently as I may have indicated before. Um, it's a nice excuse to put on some makeup and put some clothes on because working from home, it's like you wear your sweats and your flip-flops and barely do your hair and all of that stuff. But this is a nice excuse to be back, and I do miss you all. I really, really do. And thank you all for tuning in today with Friday Night Treats with Tina. And this is Tina, the Keto Coach. Yes. So basically, like I said, I work a day job. I work from home. I can take time in between. I was trying to navigate and work with my time. Still trying to learn to do some things like video editing. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet because I would love to still give you all more content on this ketogenic and carnivore lifestyle. And far as me and within that, oh, remember, I'm speaking from my own experience. I'm not a doctor. I have no licenses in anything. I only have a driver's license, and that's it. I'm speaking from my experience. Before you start any exercise or dietary program, consult your doctor, your physician, or whoever you want to deal with. But other than that, I'm here. I learned a lot. I'm learning there were some things that I may have been doing that were wrong. One thing about the keto and carnivore world, what I really like and admire about the various people that I consult and listen to, is they're willing to learn and improve and do things as they go along. I love that. So I know you see a lot of videos and content out there, which is one reason why I haven't been on as frequently. You see a lot of recipes with all this cheese and dairy and all of this stuff. You can still have that, but you have to know your body and learn your body and how your body responds to things and adapts to things. So I decided to go strict keto I've been doing this for like a month and a half. Haven't had any dairy, haven't had any cheeses at all. But I have been eating fat and I've been eating less protein. You hear that? More fat, less protein. So in other words, give you an example of the less protein. I know you see a lot of these keto carnivore people, they're eating a whole ribeye or let's say a T-bone steak or what is it, New York strip? I almost said California. New York strip steak. Let's say the New York strip, you see, notice the size of that. Maybe cut it in thirds. And you can have that, miss it, breakfast, lunch, dinner, or whatever. But add more fat to your diet. Still have your cruciferous vegetables. Still have your avocados. Make sure you're getting enough potassium in. But I'm noticing a difference in how I feel. I don't see a whole lot of difference in weight. But like as you all know, it takes me a while because I'm one of those people. It takes a long time. It's taken me years to lose the weight that I have lost, which is over 100 pounds. I still want to lose about 45 or 50 more. Don't know if that will ever happen. Either way, I love the benefits, other benefits that I've been experiencing with following this lifestyle, which is okay with me. You know, no issues with allergies anymore like I used to, and I don't get real bad, nasty respiratory infections any longer since I've been following this lifestyle with the dairy and cheese or without the dairy and cheese. Like I said, you have to navigate and know your body. I think the advantage that I had from my experience, because I used to have allergies really bad, I had to be aware of what I was around and what I was consuming. So that has helped me really pay attention to what's going on. And some people are like, well, how come you don't do the fruits and this and that? Unfortunately, they're growing some of the fruits to make them sweeter, which means the glycemic index is higher than what it used to be, which isn't beneficial for a lot of people, especially anybody following whatever dietary program, even if it's just the plain old standard American diet. This is why a lot of people, like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a researcher, I'm not a scientist, are finding themselves having issues and getting in trouble with their health. I think people think eating all the fruit and the vegetables is congruent for them, but in actuality, it's really, really not, especially if you have metabolic issues such as what I do, you know. So things take time, take a while, and plus, being that I am a woman of a particular age, I'm way past. I'm almost 60, believe it or not. Yes, I have to be more aware of what I want because everybody wants not just good health. No, we don't live forever, but you want quality. You want to be able to get up and move around, do things, enjoy life. You still want to be able to do that, and that's just why I follow this particular lifestyle, this way of eating, and I consider it a lifestyle and not really a diet per se. And most people that are looking at it as a way of a diet, I strongly advise against that. Don't do that. I think if you are having weight issues, metabolic issues, please go to your doctor, get your blood work done, get all of that stuff done so you know what you need to do, you know, as far as your health and your longevity, so you can still be around for the people that you love, and you can still enjoy things, enjoy life, you know. But we never know what the future holds, but all we can do is the very best we can. So for me, this has been the best we can that I can for me to help me out. But other than that, today I've decided to get something called hemp hearts. They are delicious. You don't even have to cook them, even by themselves. People sprinkle them in other foods, the yogurts or whatever have you, over fruit, or mix it in when you're making your salmon cakes or whatever you want to do. Love these. They taste like I don't know if you had like when you have raw almonds or raw cashews. Like I said, I don't do nuts or seeds anymore, but the hearts, these are good. But when you do those, they're excellent. They take the place of rice. So what you do is still do your, let's say, 1 cup of water to maybe a little bit more than a half a cup of your hemp hearts ratio, and let them boil. You can soften them up. You can boil them in water in some type of chicken broth, beef broth, seafood something. You can add your seafood to it. It's very simple. They cook just as fast as something like oodles and noodles, which you really don't want. But these are absolutely excellent. I just made some plain. I seasoned it with some garlic powder, a little onion powder, and I used, instead of water, I used beef broth. Let me show you. And they look very pretty. And if you want to add your meats, and I'm going to talk about that too, as far as keto. So drilling it in so you all will know. And like I said, I've been doing strict keto, no seeds, no nuts, watching my protein, not having as much as I did before. And the reason for that, it was causing something called glycation, which sometimes can increase your blood sugar and your A1C level. Kept wondering why that wasn't going down as much as I wanted it to be. Luckily, I have a doctor that is working with me in regards to that. So I've been blessed with that for sure. Um, so hopefully in a few months when I go back to him, I'll be able to see if there's any improvement, you know. And I don't mind seeking help. Now see this, you can also make this is the hemp hearts. You can also make this as if for breakfast. Very low and very low in calories. Has plenty of protein in it. Doesn't have a lot of, I don't know why I said calories. Forget that. Low in carbohydrates per serving, like 3 tablespoons, 1 gram of carb. Very low in sugar. Um, Total gram is 1. So you get 3 tablespoons, or like this is a half a cup. I would measure this off maybe in half. I would just have half of this, you know, and that would be a meal. If I wanted to throw some scrambled eggs in it, I can do that. I mean, this is very easy and it's delicious. Mm, I love it, and it does remind you of tabbouleh salad. You can make your tabbouleh with or without your cheese. This is so good. This is so good. I love it. I love it. So I don't know why Facebook is asking me crazy questions right in the middle of this. broadcast. Although I was going to make it short anyway today, but this is it. Hemp hearts. Go get some. I ordered mine from Amazon. Excellent. The only thing about it, I have to be mindful because I was finding myself taking spoonfuls out of the bag and eating it just as a snack. Can't do that. And one thing about following this lifestyle, you still have to be mindful of the amounts of food that you're eating and consuming. Even though it says low carb, even if it says low sugar or no sugar, you still have to watch that and try to only eat 1 to 5 ingredient foods. Um, watch your salt intake a little bit. Of course, you have to be mindful of your potassium, magnesium, and your salt because one thing about living this lifestyle, it can give you some energy. You'll find yourself not sleeping as the way you may want to or used to when you used to eat all the carbs. So I have to make sure I have enough magnesium, potassium, and make sure I'm not low in my salt. So I'm just sitting back assessing me, what I have to do to continue to meet my goals. One thing, I haven't gained anything back. I may go between 5 or 10 pounds, but I go right back down. Thank God for that. And usually, when you're a person of a particular age or a woman of a particular age, usually once you go up, you kind of stay up and it gets worse and worse. But one thing about following this type of lifestyle, people tend to lose the weight, stay down, and also gain muscle. Like I noticed in the past month or so, I haven't weighed myself, but I noticed my arms are better, although I still keep them covered. They're better. My stomach is better. It's not as bad as it was. I don't have any type of foundations or sucking things in or nothing like that. This is me. This is me right here. And I am petite. I'm not quite 5'2". And I wear like a size 8, a petite 8, you know. Although to me, the camera to me, I look when I'm looking at myself while I'm videotaping this for you all, my live. I feel like I look humongous. I look like to me like I'm a 14 again. It's like no, 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 no. And when people see me, they're like, "Wow, you're small. You're tiny." I'm like, "Well, thank you." Trying to get tinier, you know, because it's about health, not just vanity, but health. You know, still got abdominal fat, the fat under the arms, the side things here. I do exercise. Yes, still doing that. I took a break for a while. I'm going to start back up next week for us exercising because I kind of injured myself and I don't know how I did it. Kind of injured myself. I hurt my foot and my hip. I'm like, what is going on? I think I'm doing the same repetitive motions too frequently. So I'm going to switch it up, which that means my body's saying it's time to switch it up and do something else different and everything. So that would be good. So other than that, I am here. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me and all of that. And another thing, I was apprehensive even about doing Instagram because I guess you're all over the place. You get weird, strange DMs and stuff. And I'm like, no, I can't wait till they pass some type of legislation or law that you can report things as harassment because it's like, no, I don't want that. I'm not asking information about that. Please, the information about that. Please, why are you sending that to me? I don't want it. So other than that, I'm back in gear. Like I said, I probably won't be on as frequently because I'm following a more regimented thing. So basically, recipes are whatever meat you like, but only have 3 to 4 ounces of it. Whatever you have your fat. So let's say a stick of butter, maybe a third of the stick of butter each meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Make sure you're having, or any other type of fat, beef tallow, butter, schmaltz, which is chicken fat, lamb fat, mutton fat, stuff like that, bacon fat. You can have those fats. Not that everybody keeps saying the olive oil and the avocado oil. All of that's good as long as you got the quality, but it's not necessary. The animal fat is king. So, and my guru that I love following, her name is Stephanie Keto Person. Follow her. She's the bomb. She really will help you along this thing. She's not a doctor or anything either, but she's been doing this for years and years, as have I. But you'll see the results on her more so than you do me, for sure. I'm trying to get like her, you know. But I'm the type of person I will stay the course, stick with it. Like I said, I'm motivated because other things I've experienced over the years of following everything. I started with low fat, God rest her, with Suzanne Summers. Went to low fat, high carb. Low fat, high fat, low carb, high fat, or however, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Um, and then keto, carnivore, and it's progressing. So people are getting the results that they desire. Granted, I don't care whether you're vegan, keto, carnivore. Uh, the land, sea, air, questionable where things are growing from and gestating from. No matter what you follow, but like I said, all we can do is the best we can. And I encourage you to do your research because let's talk. This is your health. This is something that you're going to. I'm looking at my Instagram people too. This is something that you're going to need to do um, for the rest of your life, for longevity. If you haven't. Like I said, you never know what can happen. But I'm just here to support and encourage you, because I care about you. My human family, I love you all. I definitely do. I pray for the whole planet, everybody on the planet, that everybody loves each other and start to care for each other again as we once did. So everybody knows what's going on, but I'm just here to say, you'll get better. It takes one person at a time, not necessarily within groups. So you have to just do it on your own individually and independently. And this is what I'm doing. So I encourage you to do that too. Yes, seek help if you need help. Talk to your doctors. Definitely. Always get your annual checkups and see whatever specialists that you may need to see in the interim. You're going to go to your general doctor, your primary care, or general practitioner, or whatever you want to call it. Then you're going to still got to go to your eye doctors and whatever else specialist that you may need to go to. Please do it. Those things are important. And hopefully you find somebody that's willing to work with you, which I do have. So that's been a blessing for me. So other than that, I'm going to enjoy my hemp hearts. I'm going to try something probably with scrambled eggs in it and some scallions and stuff like that. Like I said, this amount is for two people. I'm not going to eat all of this. Like I said, I'm watching my amounts, although it's still low carbohydrate and low sugar. Still try to make sure you stay within a certain parameter every day. Like for me, I try to do no more than 20 carbohydrate grams a day and definitely less than 10 um, grams of sugar a day. Because some things, sugar, even meat has sugar in it. It's naturally occurring. It may not register when it's tested, when they do all the what formulations to test it in a lab, but it still has it in there. We still have sugar in our bodies, in our liver, and everything. But you have to make sure your body knows how to process and metabolize. Everything has to balance, and it is truly a delicate balance. And I am learning a lot. So, like I said, contact me if you feel free to. If you want more information or what I can do to help you, I'm here to support. You all have a great and fabulous day and a fabulous weekend. I love you all. Bye bye.